Hello, RUW Universe. It is good to see y'all again. And I know y'all have been waiting to see me again because so far the Soultaker thinks he runs stuff around here. Right now, we do have a new guy, Soultaker, and his name is Mark Jones. He works for me just like everyone else does. Hell, you work for me. Now, you think working for me is a bad thing? Really? Really? You think working for me is a bad thing? I give other superstars creative control. I let them do whatever the hell they want in the ring. And I don't care. Just as long as they ain't going around killing anybody, purposely injuring them, or purposely hurting other people, they're fine. You think it's bad to work for me? Look what I made you do. You've aligned yourself up with the demon. My toughest enemy ever. You've lined yourself up with him. You think it's bad to work for me? Look what I let you do. You, in the past, you've taken this from me, but you were never champion. You took this from me, said you were going to give it to the demon. You've aligned yourself with the demon to start off with, one of my toughest enemies. Hell, I'll even call him one of the best. You aligned yourself up with him and Ashface, right? Ashface, my alter ego. You, also my other alter ego. And you think it's bad to work for me? You're over here warning other people what I'm gonna do? Get the hell out of here. I'm not too stuck up on myself. This isn't the only thing I care about. I care about other people. If I did not care about other people, get this through your head, Soultaker. If I did not care about other people, don't you think I wouldn't have hired Ghost? Don't you think I wouldn't have hired James Wrestling, Mark Jones, anybody? I give people an opportunity around here, right? And it's because of that I made myself champion, right? I've made myself champion because I see young talent who want a shot at a wrestling promotion. And I'm like, hey, come here. I have an opportunity for you. If you can show up in RUW and prove that you're the best, you have a shot at this. And so far, 4 men have an opportunity at this. Fans, don't forget, Soultaker, you better not forget. Sometime in the future, I promise you this match will happen. Sometime in the future, Alexander Souls, the RUW World Champion, goes up against Ben Dover, El Chapo, Ghost, and James Wrestling. 4 of the best men. And they proved they could be the best. And I know you're over here saying, but James Wrestling didn't even do anything. That's because y'all hadn't seen it. You know, me and him talked. Right? Personally. Just text back and forth. Me and him talked. And because I got to know him personally, because I got to know Mr. James Wrestling personally, I know he can be the best. Right? Because not only did I get to know him as a person, but I've got to know him as a wrestler, right? He demanded this opportunity. He wanted this opportunity. He did not beg for it. No. He demanded this opportunity. He did not beg for it. He said, listen, Alexander, I'm going to break the fourth wall here for a second. Remember that troll I was talking about like a month or 2 ago? Well, turns out James Wrestling was that troll. But shortly after he said that, he realized he had made a mistake. And at first I was like, there is no freaking way I'm going to sign you after what you said about this promotion, after what you said about me. There's no way I'm signing you. But me and him kept talking. And he said he was sorry. He said that he knows he made a grave mistake. And he wanted me to forgive him. I didn't forgive him right away, but me and him kept talking. And I got to know him as a wrestler. And it turns out, I can forgive him. I did forgive him. So now, because of that, James Wrestling is now signed to RUW. Soultaker, don't say I'm trying to get in everyone's heads. Don't say that I'm going to turn on them. I want the best for everyone here, including you. Yeah, that's right. I don't care if you're my enemy. I want the best for you here. And Soultaker, as far as I'm concerned, you have the best right now. You've aligned yourself with my toughest enemy in a long time. And I know you want this. But listen, to be perfectly honest, I don't see a way you're ever going to get this. You're an inner demon. I really don't see a way you're going to get this. But, yeah, don't sit here and say I'm going to get in everyone's heads. Don't sit here and say I'm going to turn on anybody. Right? Ladies and gentlemen, let me make an announcement. Mark Jones, as y'all know, is the newest signee here at REW. But before I signed him, me and him got to talking. And that's how I signed him. Just like James Wrestling, I got to know him as a person and a wrestler. That's how I signed him. But after I signed him, I asked him a few questions about this business. And one of the questions I had asked him was, alright, I was like, hey Mark, I have a question. And he was like, sure, what's up? And I was like, how would you like to be a part of the influence? Without even thinking about it, because he knew what it was. He said, sure. See, I'm not manipulative, Soultaker. Me, Ghost, James Wrestling, and now Mark Jones. All combined as one. And now, we are the influence. Ladies and gentlemen, there's no stopping us at all. The moment a force like the influence steps foot in REW, there's no stopping us. Especially when you're being led by the reason we are the influence. There's no stopping us. I'm world champion. I'm president. I'm not going to stand here and say I am the best. I'm one of the best. Because if it wasn't for me, REW would not be around. If it wasn't for me, you guys wouldn't have ever met stars such as the Soultaker, Ashface Demon, Ghost, James Wrestling, Bendover, and Mark Jones. I know what I've done for this business. And I don't have a single thought of regret. I've done the best I could for this business, Soultaker, and you think it's bad to work for me? Look at me right now. Look at what I have on my shoulders. REW World Championship. Right? And so far, I've run roughshod over this company, but that's not a bad thing. Look who I brought in. Right? When this company first started, it was just me. Then it became me and Demon. Then me and Ghost. Then Ghost ended up getting fired. Actually, no. That's not the order it went. Actually, yeah, it is. Ghost ended up getting fired. Then Demon ended up getting fired. Then it was just me again. Then along came Bendover and El Chapo. Then it was just 3 again. Then I re-signed Ghost. Then along came James Wrestling. And now Mark Jones. So in total, 8 people. No, 7. 7 people. In total, 7 people, but right now we have 6 on the active roster. Not counting me. Sorry. Not counting the Soultaker and Ashface. So yeah, Soultaker, don't say I'm getting in anyone's heads. Don't say I'm manipulating anybody, because I'm not. So before you say anything, learn to shut your mouths and look at what I've really done for this business.